Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters. I welcome you back. Thank you very much for tuning in once again. Today I am going to interpretate the meaning of seeing jinn in our dream. It is a very common dream for a lot of individuals. They see jinn in their dream, but unfortunately we don't have an answer to the meaning to the dream that we have seen, and we're left clueless thinking what could this dream possibly mean. So in this clip I am going to generally just talk about the interpretation of seeing jinn in our dream and what the possible meaning could be of seeing a jinn in our dream. But first and foremost, I would like to make it clear that jinn have been created from smokeless fire, and just like human beings, there are good jinns and there are bad jinns. Jinns that are on Siratul Mustaqim, on the right path, and jinns that are shayateen, that are Satans. And this is obviously in contrast with human beings. We have good human beings, we have bad human beings. We have human beings that practice the religion, and we have human beings that do not practice the religion. So this is very important for us to understand, that there are good jinns and there are bad jinns. Now, coming to the interpretation of seeing jinn in our dream and what the possible meaning could be. First and foremost, we need to understand that Ibn Sirin rahimahullah, the great scholar and the master of dream interpretations, has said that jinns represent evil in a dream. They also represent deception. They also represent cunning behavior, trickery, sorcery, magic, music, alcohol. So in general, jinns in a dream would represent something bad. But these are general interpretations of seeing jinn in our dream. Dependent on what you have seen, the interpretation may be more specific, because as I mentioned, not all jinns are bad. But now coming to the interpretation, if we do see ourselves being possessed by a jinn in our dream, so we can physically see ourselves or feel ourselves in our dream, but we believe that we have been possessed, then this is an indication that soon or somewhere in the near future or even the far future, we may adopt one of the bad habits that I mentioned, such as treachery, deception, cunning behavior, or indulging in drinking alcohol, indulging in vulgar activity, etc. So if we see ourselves being possessed by a jinn, then it could possibly mean that we are going to have one of or more than one of these bad traits or habits, whatever you want to call them. Another interpretation, if we see a jinn standing behind us, we can sense or we have a feeling in our dream that there is a jinn behind us. This is not a good dream also. The interpretation will be that an enemy you may have, you may know of this enemy or you may not know of this enemy. That enemy will have an upper hand over you. So if you see a jinn standing behind you, it's an indication that an enemy will have an upper hand over you. If you see in your dream that you are controlling a jinn is in your control, this is a good dream. There is a good interpretation stipulated to it. It is an indication that you are going to, your dignity and your honor is going to increase. You are going to have more respect amongst the people. And if you are on a low post, let's say work, or you're doing some sort of activity in your local area, whatever it may be. If you're on a low position, Allah is going to bless you with a higher position, a higher post. So this is a good dream, controlling a jinn. Another good interpretation, if you see yourself tying a jinn in your dream, you are tying a jinn with a rope or whatever it may be, this is an indication that you are going to triumph over your enemy. You are going to be dominant. You are going to dominate your enemy. This is a good dream, seeing yourself tying a jinn in your dream. If you see yourself being captured by a jinn, not being possessed, being captured by a jinn, this does not have a good meaning to it. It is an indication that you are going to be involved in a scandal. You are going to be a part of a scandal. So being captured by a jinn is not a good dream. It does not have a good interpretation stipulated to it. If you see yourself befriending a jinn in your dream, you have made friendship with a jinn in your dream, this is an indication that you are spending your time and your wealth, or you will spend your time and your wealth with corrupt people, with bad individuals. You will be involved in bad company. So befriending a jinn in your dream is not a good interpretation. Rather, you must make dua that Allah safeguards you from bad company, evil people who indulge in bad activity. My brothers and sisters, if you see any one of these dreams that have a bad meaning stipulated to them, what should you do? If it is in relation to jinn, you must be habitual in reciting Ayatul Kursi. You must recite Surah Al-Falaq, Surah An-Nas. Qul a'udhu bi Rabbil Falaq. This is Surah Falaq. And Qul a'udhu bi Rabbil Nas, Malikin Nas, Ilahin Nas. This is Surah An-Nas. Recite this. Insha'Allah ta'ala, you will be safeguarded from the shar, the evil of the jinn. And also give sadaqah. Also make dua. Be nice. Be a good human being. Adopt good habits. Insha'Allah ta'ala, the goodness that you do, insha'Allah, will be a means to get rid of any evil that may befall in the future. My brothers and sisters, if you have not done so, like and share the contents of this channel. Also, if you have not done so, subscribe. I humbly request that you subscribe. I do post other video clips of me cooking, etc. I do hope you find those interesting also. I do try my level best. Please support me by subscribing. Allah bless you. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.